Hey guys, today we're going to talk about Gotham. Now, Gotham is having their final season this year. It's 2019, and their final season is season 5. It is a great show. I enjoyed most of it. However, there are some quite big character issues around there. These are my takes on 10 characters that I would reckon to make a show better in my opinion. Note that I will not change the main plot and the main events of the story. I will only show some minor adjustment that makes the show much better and the characters more solid. Of course, spoilers ahead for Gotham Season 1 through Season 5. Without further ado, let's begin. Starting out with Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze is presented as a goon for Penguin mostly, and that's out of character since he has a great origin story and quite a character. He's not that bad guy kind of guy. So it doesn't make sense for he just do Penguin's bidding from maybe season 3 or season 4, I can't forget, or whatever. So how to fix that? And I have a very easy solution. Make her wife alive but frozen. So Mr. Freeze needs research to make her come back to life. Penguin has the resources to fund his research. In return, Mr. Freeze will do whatever Penguin asked him to do. In that case, that makes sense, and also play out kind of drama between Mr. Freeze himself, his inner conflict. Because based on his origin story, I know he's a pretty nice guy-ish. So in the end, making her wife alive get more depth to Mr. Freeze's character. And in my opinion, this will definitely fix the problem for he being a henchman for no reason. Next up is Barbara King and Lee Tompkins. We all know that Barbara has a very controversial character since season 1. She's normal girl who's going to marry with Jim Gordon, and in the second season she's a maniac, and in the third season I think she's still a maniac if I'm correct. Season 4 she's becoming a bit weird, like a crime boss, also maniac, and racial ghouls, whatever. And in season 5 is kind of redeeming her character since there's Barbara Gordon happening there. So they shouldn't make Barbara crazy in the first place. If we take Lee Tompkins' character and switch it with Barbara King's character, don't make me wrong, I mean keeping Barbara King in season 1 as normal, and in season 2 forward, make her Lee Tompkins' character, and make Barbara's character called Lee Tompkins since she doesn't have any affair with Jim Gordon or something like that, and make her a bit crazier. I know in comics that's not how Lee Tompkins is supposed to be, but it's Gotham. They have their freedom. And by doing this, you can keep Lee Tompkins a bit unhinged throughout and make her character consistent. Also making Barbara's character consistent and have a Barbara Gordon happening without any awkwardness. Next up is a very recent one. It's Ventriloquist, or Mr. Scarface, or Mr. Penn in Gotham. He's a very good character, and when he becomes the ventriloquist, the performance he gives as ventriloquist and Scarface is phenomenal. He gives us a psychological depth to the character himself, whatever. What makes me angry and a bit noxious is that they just killed him off in one episode when he appeared. I know it may be due to the cancellation of Gotham and the episodes were cut, but he's supposed to be the Batman villain. After the doll was destroyed by Penguin, instead of killed by Riddler, Penguin actually shows mercy and asks Mr. Penn to leave. That's the last we seen for Mr. Penn, and he'll be able to appear in the future to go up against Batman. Theo Galvin is a very compelling villain in Gotham Season 2. The biggest problem of his character is his motive. He was raised in a rich family, he doesn't need anything, but he wants to take over Gotham because his ancestors were banished by the Waynes. But it doesn't seem like he's that affected by this past, since he's technically Bruce Wayne in another city. Why risk everything to take back Gotham for people you never knew in your life? It's easy to fix. Just make Thomas Wayne banish Theo's father instead of ancestors. In that case, it will make the situation personal, and Theo's revenge will make more sense. This is just a short one. Sophia Falcone, just kill her. Why leave her alive and never use her again? I don't get it. I really don't. To put Ra's al Ghul, Bane, and Nyssa together is because their story in the canon is linked. Well, I don't think Nyssa's character is necessary. We can just put Bane as the mastermind behind the main plot of Season 5, and he being the big bad that we're dealing with before the 10-year time jump. And for Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul, he should live, in my opinion, because he's a big deal. And just killing off like that, with Barbara holding Bruce's hand holding a dagger, I don't think it's very appropriate. Maybe we should see the bridge being blown off by Ra's al Ghul and he just retreat and saying something like, "We'll meet again, Bruce," whatever, and he'll be returning in some ways in the future of Gotham after. Last but certainly not least, this is the most important one, the Joker. The Joker is very controversial, being that it's not Jerome Valeska but Jeremiah Valeska, but not quite, since he has blurry memory about himself. But in my opinion, if you're doing the storyline and still keeping that Jerome is not the Joker, but you say Jeremiah isn't a Joker as well, so if we remove the part of Jeremiah Valeska and make the ending of Season 4 is Jerome's doing till the 8th chemical, and the past is all Jerome. It's all him, the man, and you can keep the look of Jay in 10-year time jump, that's okay. You can even fix his face like he's Jeremiah in Season 5. But he's still Jerome Valeska. His bond with Bruce Wayne will go for longer and more impactful for him being Jay, the Joker, in the future. And that his attachment with Batman, Bruce Wayne, leads up for 13, 14 years. I think this is the best way to introduce to Jay the character, even though they couldn't use the Joker. So this is it. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.